Dineva. You gave me everything I needed for the Queen Supreme Court yesterday. Much better, in my opinion, than that first time around. It seems like you were very, very comfortable this time. And I felt more like you weren't trying to prove something to me, like you were very uptight the first go around when you were there. This time, laid back. It was just like me watching one of your videos on your own YouTube. You gave me everything I needed. I am not mad at the Ledger. There were definitely I like that you all are putting touchier, sometimes more serious topics on the Ledger now. That I know Maddie don't be wanting to touch it because she wants to keep the show light, but it gives good versatility to the show. We got to talk about everything. If we're going to sit and we're going to talk about mess and celebrity mess and drama, let's go and talk about some of the real life things that's going on with our people. We talk about it all. Let's run the gamut. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Baby, the one thing that I don't like, the one thing I do like is that, and you may not agree with all of Funky Dineva's opinions and rhetoric on things, but I always keep telling YouTubers and other people, your content has to have something behind it. When you say things, I need you to give me perspective. Give me perspective. And I love that he gives me good content. He gives me good perspective. And on top of that, good enunciation. He don't sound like an idiot. Like he stands in his shit, firmly in it, with good logic to things. And that's what I love. I loved it. Yet he also can add some comedic fodder in. I love, oh God, it gave me everything. Baby, I had to get up out of my sleep because I was tired. And I had to get up out of my sleep last night to watch a little bit of that. Let's get to the after show though, child. Because I ain't about to carry on and talk about everything that's on the Ledger and all that. Y'all watched it. If you didn't watch it, go over to their channels and watch it. I ain't about to get commentary on that. I want to talk about the read that he placed on Tamar Ernestine Braxton. Ooh. Apparently, now there was they did bring her up and the sisters up on the Ledger about when they were on Iyanla and how they walked off of Braxton family values and Tracy was the only one to stay. And they also talked about how she went on Wendy and talked about the molestation that took place on both sides of her family. And upon watching it, he did give roast and gags on the Nigerian aspect of it. He gave roast and gags on the fact that Tracy Braxton, she didn't get a chance to go out on the road and get a bag like everybody else, and then the fact that she really can't sing like he did. You know, when it came down to the molestation stuff, I definitely didn't see that he was being insensitive. I don't know who watched it and ran back and told Tamar that he was talking about them or something. All I know is they were looking at the comments, and Tamar got on. This was on their live on the after show, and Tamar said something under the scope of, what did you say in regards to my molestation or whatever. And so I don't know if a friend went back and told her, hey, he was talking about you, whatever. Like, she didn't even watch it and already had jumped to conclusions and was starting to read and carry on, baby. Quentin or Funky Dineva, that's not the one you want to rumble with when it comes to that mouthpiece. Baby, Dineva laid that, Quentin, because I don't even think he was Dineva anymore at that point, laid that ass out. You hear me? Baby, he talked about everything from her knees and ankles being the same size to her needing to deal with her high blood pressure. When that nigga said, Jesus, be a water pill, I died. Do you hear me? Now, I am so tired of the narrative of Tamar being the one that throws rocks and hides her hands. I'm sick of that. She plays victim in everything. And I try to give her the benefit of the doubt because I know she does that. And I know she carries on like that because she's insecure and hurt. And people that I know that have been hurt or very insecure about things, and they got to put on all this show because they're trying to overcompensate for the fact that they feel like less than. And I try to give her the benefit of the doubt, but you grown, and oftentimes you know what you're doing and saying. So now you done met your match. You done got on there slick talking, ain't even watched it to see exactly what he said, because I don't think he was insensitive one bit about it. And you got your ass handed to you, spank. Baby, they gave me everything I needed. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. This one was a good show. Glad to hear that Maddie will be taking the show on the road now. I wish her all the success. That is a fact. The only thing I don't like when it comes to Maddie, and perhaps this was because last week she got ate up so bad about being biased with Nikki. When Maddie is caught in a situation, she just sits like a deer in headlights and looks in the camera. I feel like, I'm not saying Maddie is not smart or intelligent. I think she is very well versed in what she knows, what she's gone through in her life, things like that. Well versed in what she knows. And I also think she is a person, she's a Libra like me. We tend to sometimes, we will react and talk out of emotion instead of kind of thinking things through and then saying or doing what we have to do. And I feel like I wish sometimes on this platform she was a little bit more like quick with it about what to say. She was so uncomfortable and so ready to like bury her head in the sand at the fact that he was laying Tamar ass out. And I'm just like, step in and say something. If you didn't like it and you be want to do all this politicking because these are your friends and this, that, say something, jump in, or be like, Tamar, I feel like she could have said, well, Tamar, he didn't go in on the molestation, or he wasn't insensitive. I feel like she sits there like she doesn't know what to say. And that shit irks me. Because I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to say what I have to say. If these people are my friends, first of all, you got to understand that they got to understand just because we friends don't mean your ass ain't going to come up on the docket. You are a celebrity, and it's in celebrity news. You think I'm not going to discuss it? Now, I'm not going to ever tell on my friend as far as any personal information that I have on them. I am not going to be ruthless, but people understand this is shits and giggles. And if they can't understand that, I don't know. But I wish she would just do that whole sitting there like, That stuck. I can't stand that. Girl, speak your truth respectfully as you can. But I do, like I said, I know if she anything like me, sometimes it'll come up and come out of emotion, and then I say the wrong thing. So maybe that's what she was doing. I don't know. But that part, that was a mess. That was a mess. But he handed Tamar her ass. Okay. All right. That's all I got. I love y'all. Have a wonderful day.